COVID-19 cases continue to rise in the 4 states, prompting local health officials to push for more vaccinations. Plus, we share some do's and don'ts for celebrating the 4th of July safely. And we'll preview the opening of a new USS Oklahoma memorial at Monkey Island.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Crawford County, Kansas man gets more than 15 years in prison for second-degree murder. This is KOAM News at 10. Jeremy Del Marco pled no contest in April to allegations he stabbed his wife Brandy to death and injured her grandmother in 2019. The Kansas Attorney General says he was sentenced for the crime today. He gets a little more than 15 years for reckless second-degree murder and 3.5 years for aggravated battery. Those sentences will run at the same time. The murder happened in Arma, Kansas. In February of 2019, authorities say 84-year-old Dorma LeMaster called police to report that Del Marco was assaulting her granddaughter. When deputies arrived, they found the 2 victims seriously injured. Del Marco's wife, Brandy Del Marco, died later at a hospital. COVID-19 cases have been rising throughout the month of June in some parts of the 4 states, including Newton County, Missouri. The head of the Newton County Health Department says the low point was 8 active cases in early May, but the county currently has 140 active cases. Melissa Hunter is a Newton County resident who takes care of her mother and initially did not get vaccinated against the coronavirus. But the recent spike in cases in her county has her reconsidering COVID-19 vaccines.
Mom and I are seriously considering it because of the uptake around here. Like I said, we do not want to get sick.
The Newton County Health Department will provide COVID-19 vaccinations at the Newton County Fair on July 8th from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Joplin's Chamber of Commerce president is resigning. Toby Teeter says his resignation has been in the works for a while now. He says when he took the job back in December of 2018, he planned on it being temporary. Teeter says he was brought in to transition the chamber into the 21st century, and he believes the city is positioned for future success. The resignation takes effect on July 30th. Teeter says he doesn't know what's next for him. Doug Eddy joins us now with a first look at the weather.
Well, Dal, of course, we've had more showers, more thunderstorms for us during the daytime hours today. When it wasn't raining, though, we did climb up to 86. We started at 72 during the morning hours. And most of the rain that we've had through the afternoon into the evening hours, it's really kind of fallen apart, so there's not a whole bunch going on right now as soon as the radar catches up. But you can still see a few random showers out across Cherokee, Crawford County. Had a few little tiny thunderstorms out near Sanu, but in general, most of us are pretty quiet for now. We're going to get more showers and thunderstorms starting to work in, especially late night or late morning into the early morning hours. Just kind of hit and miss, but we could get some more heavy amounts of rain as we go into tomorrow morning, and then some additional storms popping up once again tomorrow afternoon. Then we're going to get some relief. So we're going to look at that all coming up here in just a bit.
All right, catch you then. Thanks, Doug. The Shangri-La Resort on Monkey Island in Oklahoma is preparing to hold a grand opening on a new $12 million facility on Friday. That facility includes a memorial to the USS Oklahoma. KOAM's Chris Warner has more.
The Shangri-La Resort is welcoming a very special addition to its grounds.
The anchor is a replica of the exact anchor off that ship. Weighs 20,000 pounds. Just the chain weighs 2,000 pounds. And that was the inspiration for the name The Anchor for the activity park.
It's part of a multi-million-dollar project for a new venue at Shangri-La, as Williams mentioned, named The Anchor. It features a number of new amenities for guests and members, including a $1 million arcade. But the most important part of this addition is the USS Oklahoma.
The USS Oklahoma is a very special deal for us. 429 sailors and Marines died when that was capsized at Pearl Harbor in 1941, and we have the names and numbers of all 429 casualties as part of this memorial here.
Shangri-La member Bill Schenke says he's pleased with the new venue on site and proud of the new addition out front.
It just shows the character of the people that are up here, and It's an honor to be able to stand in front of this and read the names on the plaques and to really understand that, we remember.
Williams is looking forward to the official groundbreaking and dedication, which is scheduled for this Friday at 1 in the afternoon and will feature a number of local dignitaries, including Oklahoma Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell.
The USS Oklahoma Memorial is a tribute to our state, a tribute to our history, a tribute to our military men and women, and those who have sacrificed all to protect the freedoms that we have. So yeah, it's a great honor for us to be able to have this memorial here and be able to share it with visitors from throughout the United States and around the world.
In Monkey Island, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
Williams says there are only 2 other USS Oklahoma memorials in the country, one in Pearl Harbor, the other in Oklahoma City. Missourians will pay more for online purchases. Governor Mike Parson has signed a bill to require online retailers to collect sales taxes on purchases made by Missouri residents. The state sales tax is 4.2%. Missouri is the last state with a sales tax to approve such a requirement. The legislation requires out-of-state retailers with at least $100,000 of annual sales in Missouri and online marketplace facilitators to collect state and local taxes beginning in 2023. The Barton County Sheriff's Office says the county jail is not safe and they have to shut things down. The jail will close temporarily starting Friday. Sheriff's Office cites faulty doors, broken glass, poor lighting, and broken security cameras as the reasons behind the shutdown. Sheriff says while the jail is shut down, they'll focus on repairs and addressing staffing issues. Most of the jail's detainees will be housed at the Cedar County Jail in Stockton, Missouri. Freeman Health System and Crowder College launch a new apprentice program for students who want to become certified medical assistants. That paid program starts August 23rd, runs for 16 weeks. Students will spend 20 hours a week in a variety of learning opportunities, including traveling to various clinics within the area. Officials say it'll give the students real-world experience and it'll give Freeman a pool of very qualified job candidates. Still ahead, after a 2018 sex assault conviction, Bill Cosby is now a free man. We're going to tell you about the Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling that overturned his conviction and why health professionals say if you plan on getting your vaccine-eligible child vaccinated before school starts, you'd better act quickly. Bill Cosby is once again a free man. Pennsylvania Supreme Court today overturned the comedian's sex assault conviction. The man who was once known as America's Dad was the first celebrity tried and convicted in the Me Too era. Cosby was convicted in 2018 of drugging and molesting Temple University employee Andrea Constant at his suburban Philadelphia estate in 2004. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court says Cosby should never have been charged because a former district attorney made a deal with the comedian. In exchange for testimony in a civil case brought by Constant, Cosby would not face criminal charges.
Bill Cosby relied on that promise. He could not take the Fifth Amendment to say that he could incriminate himself because he was never going to be prosecuted.
Prosecutors have not said whether they will appeal. Florida officials say they'll convene a grand jury to investigate the condo building collapse in Surfside. Search and rescue efforts are now nearing the end of their 7th day. Another body was recovered last night, bringing the death toll up to 12. 145 people are still missing, and searchers say they are not giving up hope. President Biden and the First Lady will visit that site tomorrow. President Biden's announcing new initiatives to help fight wildfires in the drought-stricken western U.S. The president wants to raise firefighter pay to make sure no federal firefighter makes less than $15 an hour. So far, wildfires have already burned more than 1.4 million acres this year, and the season is just getting started. President Biden was joined virtually by governors of western states during a cabinet meeting today to discuss the dangerous wildfires. A reminder for parents who want to get their child over the age of 12 vaccinated before the start of school. You need to act quickly. It takes time to become fully vaccinated. Mandy Gaither has more.
Summer is in full swing, but top U.S. health officials say parents need to be thinking about the school year now.
My message is really clear. You should get your kids vaccinated.
Right now, the 2-dose Pfizer vaccine is the only one authorized by the FDA for children as young as 12. That means it would take 5 weeks from the first dose to be fully vaccinated, which puts us into August when some schools across the country begin to welcome students back. For parents who may be wavering on whether to get their 12 and older child vaccinated,
The safety profile on these vaccines are really quite extraordinary, and they're much, much safer than getting COVID.
Since late May, the pace of vaccinations, especially among those 12 to 15, has drastically slowed, while the worrying Delta variant has now spread to almost every state, now accounting for 1 in 4 coronavirus cases nationwide, according to the latest CDC estimates, fueling concerns about potential case spikes in the fall. The Pfizer vaccine has shown to be 88% effective against symptomatic infections caused by COVID-19.
We've got to really ramp up our vaccination, especially with Delta variant spreading much more widely across the country.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The FDA has added a warning to both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines of a rare and treatable heart condition associated with the vaccines in adolescents and young adults. CDC advisors say almost all the cases resolve with little treatment and patients recovered quickly. The advisors said that the benefits of the vaccination do outweigh the risks. Later, a former Crowder College ace makes his big league debut with the Brewers.
And some more showers and thunderstorms are rolling through for us tonight. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, of course, a warm, humid day for us today. And again, scattered showers and thunderstorms like we have seen so much over the past 4 or 5 days. So much rain. It's always good to get rain in the summer months because it's so hot and it dries out, but you just don't want it. You don't want the entire summer's rain in 4 days. And that's kind of what we've had, at least over the past few days. Things are quieting down just a bit. We still have some light scattered showers across the region, but nothing too big. You can see one little cluster here across Cherokee County up through Crawford, Chanute up toward Yates Center. Very light little showers which are pushing off toward the east. But besides that, we really don't have anything going on at this point in time. But I do think we'll see this activity pick up again by the time we head into late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Look at the rain though. Anywhere you see the orange is at least 6 inches of rain. So where you're getting the reds and the kind of purples, we're talking upwards of a foot. This is since Saturday. So Newton County, back through Ottawa County, Craig County, even parts of Cherokee County, and then 6-7 inches Pittsburgh, about 8 to 9 to 10 around the Joplin area. So everybody has seen so much rain over the past few days. Let's work through the overnight hours. Here's 1:30, some scattered thunderstorms trying to pop back up and then just kind of blow up again. Late tonight, they're going to be scattered, but we could get some heavy amounts of rain. Here's 7 a.m. Things will start to quiet down a little bit late morning, and then we'll see another resurgence during the afternoon. Then things will start to look better as we go into the next few days. Great time lapse, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo, just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Temps, warm, lower 70s, and also our dew points are sitting into the lower 70s. So that means we have almost 100% relative humidity, and that's why it feels so muggy and nasty out there, because we're in that 70 to 75 degree range. 7th and range line, we're looking off toward the north and the west. Currently sitting at 72, dew point of 70, relative humidity at 93%. Once we get past tomorrow, then our rain chances will start to decrease, actually quite a bit. All right, so scattered thunderstorms in the morning, and then you can see pop-up thunderstorms again as we go into the afternoon hours. Temperatures, I think, a little bit cooler than what we saw today. 78 by noon, high temp right around 81. Also, the wind switched to the north as a cold front shifts through, and that's eventually what kind of drags all this mess out of here tomorrow night and into Friday. There could be a random pop-up little shower on Friday. I'm going to keep it dry for now. Looks pretty good, setting into the lower 80s for highs, but still tonight into tomorrow morning, we could pick up another 1 or 2 inches with this cluster of showers and thunderstorms that are going to pop up a little bit later on tonight. Let's go into the weekend. We look great. Saturday, temps into the low 80s. Let's go into the 4th of July. We're sitting mid 80s. Any rain stays out to our west. Then we start to heat up a bit by the middle of next week, and rain chances will start to increase once again, but at least we get a nice little stretch that we're going to dry out. 81 tomorrow, 82 Friday, 84 Saturday. On the 4th, 86. A lot of people will take off Monday, 87, and then creep back up near 90 by Wednesday.
And we can't say this often on the 4th of July, but this year at least, the risk of fire will be minimized quite a bit because the ground will be damp. Thanks, Doug. 4th of July is Sunday. Lots of four-staters are going to celebrate our country's independence, and local authorities want to make sure you do it safely. KOAM's Ronnie Sorotsky tells us what Pittsburgh residents should know when it comes to setting off fireworks.
Many four-staters may be excited for 4th of July celebrations to make a comeback. But while using items like fireworks, residents should be informed on what they can and can't do while keeping themselves and others safe. In Pittsburgh, those wanting to light fireworks can do so on nights fireworks are being sold, which started on June 27th until July 5th at midnight.
They can shoot them off from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. on the nights that the fireworks stands are open for sale and things like that. The time is extended for the 4th, but only for the 4th.
According to Pittsburgh police, after July 5th at midnight, firework use is prohibited until the next 4th. And fireworks sellers want you to know that there are options when it comes to keeping you and everyone else safe.
We sell a safety fuse, like if you're lighting off big fireworks, you can string those together and get a distance before you light it. And that'll allow a distance from fireworks so you don't have to hurry up and scramble to get back out of the way.
Police also recommend keeping water nearby.
Make sure that they're doused in water, make sure they're put out. It's not uncommon to, like I said, have a water source or a bucket of water, something available. So if you have fountains or something that emit a lot of sparks and whatnot.
They say after replying to numerous firework complaints each season, the importance of the public knowing what is and isn't allowed is even greater. In Pittsburgh, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
Also, for Joplin residents looking to celebrate the 4th, fireworks can be sold within the city starting tomorrow and running through Sunday. They can be set off only on those days from noon until 11 p.m. Coming up in sports, the Royals hit the field for Game 3 of their series against the Red Sox, and former Crowder College standout Aaron Ashby gets his first major league start. Jacob Leonard has details next.
Well, today is a big day for former Crowder College standout pitcher Aaron Ashby. Ashby got called up by the Milwaukee Brewers today and made his first career start against the Chicago Cubs. Ashby was a first-team All-American for Crowder in 2018, leading the nation in strikeouts. He was drafted in the 4th round that year by Milwaukee. Today, Ashby threw 2/3 of an inning and gave up 4 earned runs in his debut. Now, we watched it with his former college coach, Travis Lallemand. Here's what he had to say on seeing his former star on the big stage.
Really 2 years of full professional baseball, really, and he's already a big leaguer, you know. So there's not too many people that take that path. So that's the really special part, and it takes a special person to be able to navigate that quick. It's not just performance-based, and that's what's the proud moment for me is how quickly he did that.
Sticking with pro baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals finish up their series against the Diamondbacks today. Now, the Cards have taken the first 2 games of the series, and they've won 3 of their last 4. St. Louis tries for the sweep today. In the 2nd, the pitcher, Kwon Hyun Kim, helping his own cause with a 2-run double. Cards have an early 2-run advantage. To the 3rd now, same score. Arizona gets on the board. This one to right from Asdrubal Cabrera. Play at the plate. Runner's safe though. The Cardinals lead down to 1, but in the 3rd, Tyler O'Neill singles up the middle. Paul Goldschmidt scores to push the lead back to 2. Then Yadier Molina shoots one in the gap in right center. That'll score O'Neill just 2 batters later. Cardinals win the game and get the 3-game sweep 7-4. American League now, Game 3 between the Royals and Red Sox. 2nd inning, Salvador Perez, solo homer for Kansas City. Royals in front early. In the 3rd, though, J.D. Martinez with 2 on for Boston. Clears the wall, his 16th. Sox have their first lead at 3-1. Now in the field, Martin Perez on the hill for Boston. Here, nice snag on the grounder from Carlos Santana. That starts the double play. This one in a rain delay in the 6th. Royals are down 5-2. Finally, a little basketball here. Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. The Suns trying to finish off LA and make the NBA Finals. Tonight, Suns are almost there, leading by 16 with 11 to go. DeAndre Ayton has 14 points and 14 rebounds for Phoenix. And that's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran, Private Ernest Bowen. The Carthage, Missouri native served in the U.S. Army, and we are proud to salute Private Ernest Bowen. He's tonight's four-state hero. It was an out-of-this-world kind of day for Virgin Orbit. The startup sent a 70-foot rocket to outer space this morning. Just your usual before breakfast routine. Shortly before 7 a.m. Pacific time, a plane dubbed Cosmic Girl took off from California carrying the rocket. Roughly an hour later, the pilot hit a button that released the rocket, which took off skyward at more than 17,000 miles an hour. The rocket deployed several satellites into orbit, including ones for the U.S. Defense Department and the Royal Netherlands Air Force. Space travel more and more a private enterprise.
Yeah.
Not an intentional Star Trek reference there. The weather has a bit more chances of rain ahead.
We do, especially late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then more thunderstorms popping up tomorrow afternoon. But after that, mainly dry. There could be a random shower Friday, but it looks like a great holiday weekend to get outside. Of course, the 4th is on a Sunday. We get a chance to dry out.
And a final sports note.
The Royals Red Sox been in a delay for a while, but they're about to resume in about 5 minutes, so they do plan on finishing the game tonight.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's make it a great one.